Rise is probably the only client right now that is still updating consistently, and with a major decline with most clients being inactive, it's really good to still have a client that you can rely on. Whatever others have to say about Rise, I think it's good to remember it as a client you can always have in your corner. But here's a sneak peek on the potential Rise 6.1 update. We are back. Oh yeah, bypasses. Rise has a lot of good bypasses right now, especially the auto block. If you run into a hacker nowadays, it's really rare to actually see an auto block simply because it's either not full or it's kind of bad because you have to version switch in order to use it. But Rise is not like that. I do really think that Rise is good because they try to basically always stay in the version that they advertise, which is 1.8.9, and that's a really good thing about Rise. They have a pretty decent, I think, breaker they added, which I'll check out later, but Rise has just been adding so much stuff. As you can see, that is super pleasant, and we just won the game. Now we're in Bed Wars. There aren't many things to talk about in Bed Wars, but the scaffold is still very consistent, which is a good thing. But besides that, I guess the fact that it's just an auto block is really nice. Overall, it's just still a pretty good experience if you're in Bed Wars. Works pretty well. Now, another thing I want to show off is the new bed breaker, which apparently got recently added. I'm gonna show off in like another bed, but supposedly it's much better, so hopefully I'll go check it out. But besides that, all the common modules work as intended. Also, I do want to say that the playtime on Rise is pretty good. Most of the times it do last over 30 minutes, especially if I'm not going too wild with the stuff. Also, I'll show up the tower here. The tower is pretty standard. From my knowledge, they're adding a new bypass for the tower. What is that image? Am I bugging? I don't think I am. But anyways, we just break this bed. Got it. Let's just end this guy. Another thing that's also really good about Rise that they are still doing to this day is that most of their bypasses are really up to date. Every time there's something new, they will add it, and I'll just end the video off by showing the bed breaker. As you guys can see, very good bed breaker, and we won the game. Now, I'd like to mention that Rise is a great multi-server client. I attempted to get some multi-server footage, but the overall experience on multi-servers is beyond terrible. Regardless, this is a sneak peek of the Rise 6.01 update, and if you want to buy Rise, you can check the description, and see you guys next time. Goodbye.